Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series where we're going to be going through some of the games in my Steam library, starting with, alphabetically of course, 911 Operator. This is a game that I've played very, very little of, but it looked like it might be interesting enough. It's a little bit of a mix of strategy, kind of a little bit of an element of RPG, because you will be developing up your teams and kind of kitting them out and things like that. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You're managing 911 station and you're sending out different, fire, police, and ambulance type resources around to kind of save the day, so to speak. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, here we are in game. I do have the game with all of the DLC. It's very cheap right now. It's only like a couple bucks for like the base game, and then like I think a dollar or two for each of the DLC or something like that. And so we're gonna be trying through. We're gonna be going through a little bit of a career thing with a single city. Just try to get a few episodes in. Nothing crazy. This is not gonna be a massively long series or anything like that. Maybe 3 to 5 episodes at most. Probably closer to the 3. We'll see how it kind of times out. I do technically own 112 Operator as well, which I guess would come first alphabetically, but this game is a little bit older than the 112 Operator, so I decided to start with this one, see how it plays, and then if I like it well enough, we might try out the 112, which I guess is the European version of 911. So it might be, not only is it going to be like slightly different because it's a newer game, but it's going to have, I think, a few other elements as well added onto it, and it's also got more DLC. So we'll start with this one, see how we like it, and go from there. I honestly don't know. I don't know how this is going to play. I've only played a couple hours myself, just kind of playing around, derping around, but I thought it might be kind of fun to start featuring some random little games out of my Steam library. My Steam library has, I think, over 700 games in it. And you may be like, wow, why do you have so many games that you've never played? Well, it's because I subscribe to the Humble Bundle thing, and I've been subscribed to that for many years. And so every month they give you a bunch of games. Now, obviously, I'm paying for it, so they're not free games necessarily, but they're very, very cheap games when you consider that I think the Humble Bundle itself is only like $15 a month or $10 a month, something like that. And you get a lot of games with it each month. So I've collected a whole lot of games that I've never played, and this, of course, is one of them. So I'll be playing through some of these throughout the next, I don't know, however long, I decide. My general criteria will be games that have pretty good positive, rating on Steam, most likely, as well as games that I would be interested in. And then, of course, things like that. So I'm not going to play every single game in my Humble Bundle kind of downloaded list, because some of them are just games I'm never going to be interested in playing. They're just there. But some games like this, I think I will be featuring. Please, again, if you do like this types of episodes or types of videos and want to see more of them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, all the things, comment below. It really, really helps the channel out, helps the channel grow, helps the channel kind of continue to become, what it is. And of course, if you really want to help support it, please don't feel obligated. Consider supporting it through a membership or something of that nature. There's definitely different tiers there, and you can even help me decide which game to play next if you pay at a high enough tier. So if that's something you're interested in, I would appreciate it, but again, do not feel obligated at all. Without further ado, let's jump into this and see if we can, I don't know, play around, have some fun. So we're gonna do a single city run because it's just kind of like, I think it's normally 6 chapters, but because I have both DLCs, I think it comes up to 10 chapters. So I figured if I do at least 2 chapters an episode, that's probably about 5. Maybe I could squeeze in 3 chapters in an episode here and there, and maybe trim that back a little bit. But so, like I said, 3 to 5 episodes is probably what we're looking at. We got several cities here. We got Miami, Albuquerque, Anchorage, Chicago, Detroit, San Francisco, New York, Boston, and Washington. I think that's it. The ones with the asterisks, I think, are part of the DLC. The ones without are just part of the base game. I've derped around a little bit on Albuquerque, and there was another one that's not on this list on the single city challenge. I think it's just like the test, like the tutorial city, and I forget what it's called. I think I'm gonna try out Anchorage. It's one of the DLC ones. I mean, I live in Colorado, so snow just feels like it would be accurate for me, and this is definitely gonna have potentially some snow. They're talking about a blizzard coming through here, so I figured I'd try this one out and see how this one goes. It might be crazy, but we'll find out. And I'm just gonna play on normal. We're just gonna have some fun, nothing too crazy. So chapter 1, into action. One thing I think is kind of cool about this, I'm assuming these are legitimate tips for like actual 911 type emergencies, but if you can scroll through these and see a whole bunch of different tidbits and tips about different, what to do with different emergencies. And I mean, there's not, as far as I can tell, relevant to the game itself, these appear to be just actual genuine tips that you can go look up online. So I'm assuming they're real, and they're what you could follow if you really needed to have an emergency, which I thought was kind of cool that they throw these up here. You could kind of, every time you play, you could read through them and learn something new that you could figure out how to do if you ever got into emergency yourself. I thought it was pretty cool. All right, so the general gist of this game is that we start with these little teams with different varying vehicles and things of that nature. There's also different vehicles we can get over here. As you can see, for example, our police vehicles, we can get horses, which are kind of interesting. We got bicycles. We obviously got the standard police car. We've also got this police van unit as well. So there's all sorts of different, there's three main types of units. There are police, there are medical, so ambulances and things of that nature. And then there are firefighters / technical. Obviously firefighters themselves fight fires. And then they've also got a technical truck, which can kind of help with like car accidents where like a fire is not exactly part of the situation, but you still need somebody of that nature. So there's also equipment that you can get for your people. Obviously, all of our police officers start with handguns, pistols. We can eventually, if we wanted to, get them better equipment. We can get them bulletproof vests. We can get them, I think at some point, like assault rifle, something like that, shotgun, so they're a little bit more beefy in case you have to go after something like serious. You could also get first aid kits, as you can see. And for example, if I put a first aid kit on one of my police officers, well, then that particular cop car could go do some of the more minor kind of medical emergencies. So that's definitely an option there as well. And then of course we've got different actual people that we can put into some of these places that give us a little bit more flexibility as well. And these people, like I said, this is kind of the RPG element of it. These people have different statistics of like what they're good at, what they're bad at, things of that nature. So obviously I would assume that the person here who's got 88% marksmanship is better than the person with 64% marksmanship. But of course this person's better at driving. So maybe, you know, things of that nature. So it's kind of cool. I thought it would be, you know, I thought that was kind of an interesting little tidbit of how they've kind of got this laid out, that you kind of develop your teams and build up your teams as you progress. We start with a little bit of money, but as we continue some of these chapters, we'll get more and more money coming back in. One of the first things I am going to go ahead and do, I think, is I'm going to go ahead and load up this unit number 3, which is our police van with an extra police officer. That way, if we get into a situation where we really need some backup, this can be the vehicle that can come along and kind of help with that type of situation. I'm also would like to go ahead and put, I think I'm going to go ahead and start a new team with this technical truck. We've got it. We got the truck. We might as well use it, which does mean we do need to pick up a medic or a firefighter, I should say, that has some sort of good technical skills here. For example, this guy right here, 88% technical, not so great on driving, but we can drop him in here. And this guy will be able to go out there and do maybe some more of the car accident, things like that. I think we'll stick with one for now. As we get a bit more money, we might throw a second person in there at some point. We do have a first aid kit, which I do believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it onto one of these police officers. Who do we got? Healing injuries 0.1. Like their injury healing is not very good, but in theory, these at least have something. And in fact, what I'm going to also do is I'm going to go ahead and grab a second first aid kit and throw that onto this other police car. That way, I don't have to remember which police car is which. Whichever police car shows up, I know that they have the ability to heal a little bit of injury and kind of go from there. I do have $1,500, which is actually enough to get some bulletproof vests. And I think I'm going to go ahead and buy 3 bulletproof vests, drop those onto all 3 of my, we're going to call this kind of the SWAT team van. And that way, again, if we get into a serious situation, this van can show up and hopefully help save the day in that regard. Down to $500, nothing else for us to do. Let's start the deployment. So there's going to be 2 types of calls once we get in here. There's going to be the generic, hey, somebody reported something, it shows up on the map, go see that call. And there's going to be 911 calls where we actually have to go through some dialogue and kind of go through that. I will warn you, I mean, some of the dialogue is a bit graphic in nature. I mean, to put it very clearly, I had one when I was practicing earlier where a guy literally says he cut off his leg. So it can get a little bit graphic. So it's just kind of warning. There's no visual graphic, but it can be a little bit kind of descriptively graphic, if that's the right way to put it. So here's our city. We got a little bit of a border here, so nothing's going to happen outside these borders. There is a DLC that allows you to do sea-based stuff. I'm not sure, or water-based stuff. I'm not sure if that's going to be part of, I can't remember if that's part of the DLC that I downloaded, or if that's part of that 112. Uh-oh, sorry about that. Let's get back into there. I have to remember that it can tab out like that. So we do have some extra units that we can put out here. So we've got this one. And one thing we can do is we can kind of place these guys around wherever we feel like. I feel like this guy Oh, sorry, I had them stacked up. We're gonna put one police car down here, kind of at that crossroads. We're gonna keep the van maybe a little more centrally located, and then we're gonna put this other police car maybe up this way somewhere. Just kind of spread them out a little bit. As you can see, there are, if I think it's the space bar. Let's see. I thought it was the space bar, but anyway, as you can see, there's a police station here. That appears to be the only police station in this entire town. We do have a hospital here and a fire station down there. I'm going to put one of these fire trucks, I guess, down here at this other fire station. And the technical vehicle, is that one? Nope, that's the fire truck. I don't know why it keeps clicking through. So we're going to put these down here, maybe a little more centrally located. Actually, I'll put you over here. The other fire truck can kind of stay at this fire station. That's fine. And then we do have our ambulances. I'm going to stick one down here. And then we will stick one maybe over on the side of things. Just to kind of spread them out a little bit. That way we can react to certain situations a bit better. So I believe that's everything. We got the 3 police cars, we got 3 ambulances, and 3 fire trucks. Yep, I think that will be it. Apparently we can get reinforcements. I have not looked into this. I have not played around with this much. We've even got like water bombers, medical choppers, SAR helicopters, search and rescue, large police helicopters. So all sorts of different things. There's actually an armored van. So yeah, this can get pretty detailed. We've even got National Guard, we can call it apparently, which again, I have not played with much. So I don't know if we'll get into that anytime soon, but it will be interesting. Let's start our duty. Hopefully the audio is all good. Let's get it going. So I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. Or actually, I'm going to speed it up until we get an incident. But I'm going to probably slow it down once we start getting incidents just so I can react a little bit better and talk at the same time. So we do have an incident up here. We do have 1 injured, 3 suspects possibly armed. We are going to go ahead and send our main van up that way because we do expect that there are some armed suspects. And then this appears to be the closest ambulance. We will send that up that way as well. I'm going to move this ambulance a little bit closer to this side to kind of cover that, this side of things, and we will go with that. So we're going to go ahead and speed back up. That looks good. In fact, I'll go ahead and go up to speed 3 while we're kind of moving everybody around. This guy with three bulletproof vest guys should be able to handle this situation. Now, once we get up here, let me slow it back down again. We can see the situation, right? We've actually got 3 suspects that are, 2 of them are armed with baseball bats. 1 is armed with fists. We also have an injured suspect here. And so, in theory, all 3 police officers should be able to handle all 3 of these. As you can see, they've got a certain number of seconds before they resolve each of these incidents. I think I could team these up and say, hey, both of you solve this one. At the moment, I think it's okay that they're all spread out. We are going to be sitting... Let me slow down actually a lot more. Let me pause for a second while I'm talking. And as you can see, we do have this van come on up here to help rescue that person there. We do have a police incident down here. I do need to send somebody over here. This is a... Just says suspects 3, just drugs being used far too loud. I don't think there's going to be... They don't say anything about being armed, so we're going to just assume that everything's going to be okay there.
I chopped my leg off.
As I said...
Chopped off your leg?
I helped my cousin in the workshop, pushed wood with my leg and slipped into the press. I can't take it out. Please help.
All right, one of the tips they do say that is pretty makes sense to me is always ask where they're at first.
Where are you calling from?
I mean, I've never been a 911 operator, but it does make sense to me that you would ask where they are first so you can start sending someone their way. So we're obviously going to immediately start sending the ambulance his way. We're going to ask him to tie something around it here because obviously we want to make sure that he can try and, well, save himself. We don't want him to bleed out here.
What?
I want you to take off your shirt, tear it up if necessary, and firmly tie it around your leg, just above your injury.
Okay.
Now, the game does slow down even more than what I've got the speed set to when you're in the middle of a 911 call. So that is going to happen here. I can also choose to ignore. I can choose to send all. In this case, I don't need to send all. And we're not going to obviously ignore a guy that just chopped off his leg. It would be sad. That's one thing is the more we resolve, the higher our reputation and efficiency, things like that. That plays into how much money we get. We're going to try and keep him talking here.
Keep talking to me. Tell me, do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I have a fiance. We were gonna get married in 2 months. Oh, God, please, just let it end.
Poor guy.
You're gonna be fine. I need you to stay awake.
Ambulance is almost there.
Tell her that I loved her. Okay, will you? If I pass away here, say that I thought about her. I beg you. You promise?
So sad.
But listen, you're gonna tell her yourself, okay? The ambulance is almost there.
Oh no, he's gone.
2247 West Monroe.
All right, we're gonna keep going here. No other emergencies right now. We'll go ahead and speed things up. All right, we got here. We got car report speeding, so that's fine. Guess you can try and catch him. It's possible with the speeding cars. Sometimes they do get away, especially if we've got a cop car this far away. I probably should have moved him down here a little bit more centrally located. That is okay. This is a good speeding cars are actually good for the motorcycles because they can go really, really fast. But that's all right. All right, so we got this situation still up here. We got one more guy left. Happen in 2 seconds. He'll get resolved. So he should be locked away. And then we've just got the guy that's injured. And the ambulance is almost there. So we're good there. This guy's about to show up with 3 suspects. Hopefully there's no... Looks like they're just talking. No dangerous situation there. So we're good on that one. Ambulance is almost over here. All right, let's go ahead and speed back up again.
113, Lieutenant. Sorry, 10-4, thank you.
All right, so the ambulance made it over here. Looks like it is going to hopefully be able to solve that one.
On my way to the hospital.
All right, let me slow back down. Let me get some guys. Oh, we did get the speeding guy. Let me get some guys more centrally located. You are good, so let's move you back down here somewhere. A little bit more central. That hospital's a long ways away from that guy. Poor guy. All right, we do have a fire situation here. It's going to be just a technical job, so we can go ahead and send the technical guy over there. Don't have to send the full fire trucks. Although the fact that it's only got one guy in it will potentially slow things down a little bit, but it should be all right.
If there's any FTO or crew for that gun turning, give us some experience.
We'll spread these police cars out a little bit. All right, we got a driving through a red light, so that's a simple one. Got another 911 call.
Hello? I need help. It's burning.
What's burning? Where are you?
Ma'am, where are you?
I like how it muffles that.
Sorry, ma'am. What's burning?
Guess that's so they can keep it generic.
Send in the fire brigade immediately.
All right, we'll send the fire station up that way.
Okay, ma'am, I need you to calm down. What is burning?
My car. There's a smoke coming from under the hood. Send in firefighters.
Is anyone hurt?
No. No one is hurt. Will you send help?
Okay, I'm sending the fire department.
Well, I'm waiting.
I like how it says, can you put it out, please? I mean, I don't know that's... I mean, I guess I figure if they capable of putting out the fire, they wouldn't have called 911 in the first place. And it feels like asking them to put it out could just be risking themselves because obviously, I mean, car fires can be dangerous if you're not careful. So it does feel like the right move to go and send them. What you got? A little bit more central again. Ambulances are looking okay. You're going to make it over there. You're fine. Police cars are... Let's send you up this way to spread you out a little bit. You're fine. All right, we can go back up to speed 3 here, I think.
You got any FTOs with a PPO info?
All right, we got a... What is this? Car was speeding, so just a simple speeding ticket. We'll go ahead and send you over there. Speed back up.
Sorry, 10-4, thank you.
All right, fire truck is on the scene. Looks like they're going to be able to handle that just fine. All right, we got a someone giving birth. That might be the type of thing we could have sent our police car if it was done with what it's doing, because obviously, I mean, police delivering babies. That's pretty common story. You feel like, you know, you hear about that all the time. I mean, the police car is free now, but the ambulance can make it there just fine, I think.
911, what's your emergency? If you can't talk, please press any digit on your phone, okay? Hello? Is anyone there?
It's interesting we're only at 87% efficiency. I don't know that we missed one.
Hello, sir. We got a 911 call from your phone. Do you have an emergency?
Excuse me, it's my thought. I accidentally called 911.
Sir, are you having an emergency?
No, I'm not.
Please lock your phone and make sure you won't call 911 by accident again, okay? That way you won't take up an emergency line for more important calls.
Of course.
Great advice. All right, speed back up. Should be good. We're going to be making it over here to the pregnant lady. This one is... Suspect is running. Stolen bag. I mean, you're already heading that direction. We'll send you over there. Says he's possibly armed. These two guys should be able to handle it. It's one suspect. Unless he's armed with, like, you know, yeah, rocket launcher, something crazy. This is just that one. We can ignore that one because that's just the guy that accidentally called.
5DVO, 10-5 that location.
Alright, that should handle that. I'm going to move you over here just because we got this guy here now.
Got injured going to hospital.
Alright, we're going back to the hospital. Pregnant lady should be good. Alright, to 90% efficiency. This is a technical job. We could send that guy. We might as well just send these guys. They're right here. So we'll send the fire truck here.
113, Lieutenant, at 1011 on 11652 Sutton.
Alright, move the police car back out a little bit. Spread them back out again. Alright, what is this one? Watch this be a fire. No, it's another technical job. That spilled chemical, but I'm gonna go ahead and just send this guy over here. Should be able to handle it just fine. That might be related to the efficiency then, because I sent the technical guy earlier.
911, what's your emergency?
Help! I can't breathe. I am trapped in the car.
Sir, keep calm. Where are you?
Uh-oh. We don't know where that guy is. Alright, alright. Hopefully somebody sees him.
1125, can you go to the radio room?
Alright, is this him? Heart attack. No, this is just a heart attack. Just a heart attack. I guess we'll send you over there. Immediate transport to the hospital. Hopefully you can get there in time. I should have probably moved you over there sooner when I knew this guy was making it to the hospital. There's not much else we can do other than that. I'm going to put you a bit centrally located. This appears to be... Oh, this is the guy that couldn't breathe. I'm going to temporarily send this. I'm also going to send the fire truck in case it's a technical. And we'll also send the ambulance. Whichever guy gets there first, we'll be able to kind of evaluate the situation and we can back the other guys off. But this guy does have a medical kit, so maybe he can help a little bit. Alright, what's we got here? Are they able to help? They are going to be able to help with the technical. Alright, so we don't have to. We don't need the fire truck after all. We will need the ambulance though, because they are. Looks like they're able to handle the technical just fine. So these guys should be able to get down there.
113, Lieutenant,
Yeah, that is being resolved. Alright, we got a new incident. This is a car running through a red light. Guess we'll send you over that way, see if you can help with that. Let's put you a little bit further down this way to kind of cover this area. Move this ambulance up, because both these ambulances are going to be in the same spot. In fact, we're going to put you a little bit more centrally located. Alright, this technical vehicle can move up a little bit. Alright, so the technical's resolved here. We're good there. The police cars are trying to administer aid. They're good now. Alright, there's a police issue. This one is a 4 possibly armed suspects. We're obviously going to be sitting in our SWAT team here. We will also sit in the police car because we're almost out of time anyway, so we're about to end the shift anyway. And then we have an ambulance here that we can send down as well. So that should cover everything there. Thankfully, the police cars will get there before the ambulance, so that should be able to cover everything. Of course, the police car itself will get there first. Thankfully, reinforcements will be right behind. Usually, if they show up and they need like reinforcements, they'll call out. So you'll hear them call out here in a second because these guys won't be there yet. No, maybe not. They might get there before it matters. I mean, none of these guys are armed with guns, so maybe we didn't need the SWAT team. I say SWAT team. Our pseudo SWAT team here. But now that's it. That should be the last call. Once this guy gets dropped off and once we handle this, that should be everything. As you can see, some of these guys are kind of teaming up on the same suspects, so kind of resolve it a little bit quicker. Only 53% efficiency, huh? How did we not resolve the small car fire? Because we got there too late? It's interesting. And then the heart attack timed out. Did we not make it to the heart attack in time? Really? That's sad. All right, well, we lost more than I would have liked. I mean, I've done better than this. Possibly because I'm talking at the same time. But, so as you can see, we did get some fines because of the ones we didn't resolve, I am assuming. It's very unfortunate. I'm really sad that we missed the heart attack. Probably because, again, I had the one ambulance going one direction and I didn't move the other one to kind of cover that area. And so I should have done that a little bit sooner. That's fine. We can adjust going forward. So I didn't get much profit. This was kind of a bad overall run, to be perfectly honest. But that's okay. I mean, again, kind of just getting into it. Then we're going to try and do the next one on this episode to see if I can kind of shrink up the episodes a little bit. So let's get in here. We do have some money, so we have enough money to kind of get some stuff. Now, as you can see, we can buy rifles now. We can buy technical tools. We can buy a taser for some non-lethal stuff, fire extinguishers, pepper spray, things of that nature. So we have some more options here. What can I do here? I do want to get a second firefighter, which I guess we only have the one. Oh, no, we got some up here. There we go. Someone who's good at technical. So 77% appears to be the best technical. So we're going to hire you and put you into this one. That way we have just a little bit speedier situation here. I might get another police officer for our SWAT kind of crew to kind of really help cover things there. In fact, we're going to grab the guy with 78% marksmanship, put you there. We'll go ahead and get you a bulletproof vest. And are you the best marksman? Let's see here. 78, 84, 76, 50. So we're going to give you the handgun and we're going to give you the assault rifle just so that we have a little bit of extra, like something bad's really going down. I also think I'm going to go ahead and get some technical tools for our police cars. I could also just get fire extinguishers, but no, I think this is fine. Get some technical tools for the police cars. They've got med kits. They got technical tools. So they can handle some pretty good minor stuff if they need to help with that. These guys, the ambulances and stuff. I think I'm going to be fine with them just the way they are. And then these guys down here. I think we're okay with most of this. I mean, I could throw a fire extinguisher on these guys so that way they could still technically help with some fires, right? Although this is primarily for policemen and paramedics apparently. So I guess we could give them to the paramedics. How much are these? $1,000 a piece. We got enough for all three of the paramedics. So if it was like a minor fire that's going to enter anyway, they'd at least be able to kind of handle like that car fire, things of that nature. They'd be able to handle that as well. So maybe that's a good idea. Anything else I want to move around? I think that's okay. The only thing I might do, I mean, another police car wouldn't be bad. If I had the money for it, I would go ahead and get the motorcycle because those are good for chasing down the speeding guys, things of that nature. But I guess we'll have to save up for that next time. We did make some good improvements here. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We do still have a med person. Honestly, we might as well throw this med person as somewhere. I might throw it in with one of the fire trucks, actually. Would that work? Is that a thing? Or I could always get me an ambulance at some point. You know, I'll hold on to that person. I keep tabbing out. I apologize. It's just got to get to the edge of the screen and it just minimizes the screen. All right, let's go with this. Let's start with this deployment. All right, so same number of cars, so nothing really changing there. We got these guys spread out. We got the police cars mostly spread out. I'm going to move one a little bit, maybe more down here. I think the rest are okay. Somewhere down that way. Ambulances are okay. Yep, I think I'm good with this. Let's start the duty.
If there's any FTO or crew for that gun turning, give us some experience.
I don't want to go too fast in case it burns up too much of the time once the incident starts. All right, so we've got a unconscious for an unknown reason. We got an ambulance right there. Can get there pretty quick. You can also just send the police car over there. Maybe that can help start resolving it earlier. I mean, if we get another police issue, then I mean that could be problematic. But we'll move this guy down a little bit, and I think that'll be fine.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, I would like to order a big pepperoni with extra cheese, please.
Excuse me? You've reached 911.
Yes, I know. Oh, and 2 cans of soda.
Ma'am, do you have an emergency?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
And you can't talk about it because of someone in the room?
Yes, exactly.
Go, police car, go.
Do you also need medical attention? Is somebody hurt?
Yes, do you know how long it will be?
All right, go, go, go.
I have an officer about a mile away. I'll send it right away.
Yes, please.
Are there any weapons in the house?
Yes.
No.
Can you stay on the line with me?
No, thanks. I hope we'll get here soon.
All right, the officers are coming.
Oh, that's actually kind of, that's kind of giving me chills. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean I know that happens and it's that's rough. It's sad. All right, we're gonna send you there. I mean, I think you can now move off because the ambulance is there. Because it feels silly to send the SWAT team to a dog bite. I might send the SWAT team up this way in case there's more people there. Just have them start heading that way. It will make it a little hard to react to police stuff down this way if there is some. As soon as this police car gets there, we'll know for sure what's going on. And then we can redirect this guy if we need to. All right, let's see what this is. All right, let's sorry, 1 second. This is just a technical job. I'll send you there. Okay, what's going on here? All right, it's just one guy, so the SWAT team should be able to move back to Central again. I'm not lying. That kind of gave me chills. Hopefully all is good here. All right, this is a drunk driver causing an accident. I mean, we'll go ahead and send you because you're available. Obviously, it's a bit much for the SWAT team. Again, I keep calling them the SWAT team because it's the most geared out team we got. But who's requesting support? Oh, they're fired down here. Okay, well, there's 2 police officers with 1 guy. Surely you guys got this. Come on. I'm gonna move. Let's see. We're okay at the fire trucks. They're pretty spread out. I guess I'll move you over here a little bit more central, because while this guy's busy. Alright, there's a police issue. Alright, the police looks like he's resolved over here. Yeah, so they're both injured, so we can move you over that way. And this is a... Okay, it's just a drug situation, so that should be fine. I mean, he might be armed, but there's 2 police officers going, so I think we'll be okay. Alright, this police officer up here should be good, and he's already going to the police station, it looks like. Well, he's about to go to the police station. Yeah, he's going there now. Okay, ambulance. Alright, you're there. What do we got? There's options here. We don't have a lot of options. Our other ambulance is up that way. I guess you're ready to go, but you're going to have to go a long ways to get there. Hopefully not a heart attack. Epilepsy? Could be rough to get there in time. I'm actually going to... I don't know which one of you guys will get there first. I can always divert the other one.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I need some help.
What's the problem, little guy?
Where's my mask?
With your math?
I have to do it. Will you help me?
Well, where do you live, little guy?
No, with my mask.
Yeah, I know. You want help with your math, but where do you live?
No, I want you to talk to me on the phone.
Is your mom or dad nearby?
Yeah, but she's busy.
Can you ask your mom to come on the phone?
Mom! Come on the phone! Mom!
Alstar, what are you doing?
The policeman is helping me with math.
What did I tell you about staying on the phone?
But I need help, so you call them.
Yeah, but I didn't mean the police. Hello? I'm sorry.
No problem, ma'am. Is everything all right there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll tell him to stay on the phone.
It's all right, ma'am. Just make sure he's not afraid to make a 911 call in the future, okay?
Of course. Thank you. Goodbye.
113, Lieutenant.
Alright, it's good that we're sending both of these guys over here, actually, because we got 2 ambulances heading to this location, so you can actually go there, because this guy will make it to the other guy first. Police car does have medical, so I'm going to let you go there too, because you might get there first. This key police car didn't have a guy on board. I would send him there as well, but he does have a bad guy on board. Okay, this police van has people on board as well, so... Okay, wait a minute. That's the... Oh, it's the math guy. So we're going to ignore that. Alright, you're free. I don't really have anywhere for you to go right now. So we're just going to let this play out for now. Okay, there we go. I guess head that way. And we will need medical there, but we got both these medical are kind of occupied right now. Are you going to be able to resolve here at all? You kind of are. Unfortunately, this one might time out, which I'm a little worried about. Alright, is this technical or fire? This is just technical, so we'll send the technical vehicle there. As soon as the ambulances get here, we can move the police car on. Oh no, this guy's gonna be fine. What is this? This is a possible harassment. So we could probably send the police car there, actually, to help with that situation instead of the medical team since they're already here. Oh, you didn't get there in time. So we did lose the epilepsy guy, I think, didn't we? Oh no, it says we're 100% efficiency. So maybe we're okay. Here's a medical situation over here. We got to get the police car over there. What is this? This is a man putting a needle in his arm. 2 suspects. Need for medical. That's fine. You guys are going to be there. I think that police car can handle that medical issue. Fire trucks. Let's spread you guys out a little bit. We don't get a lot of fires, apparently, which is weird. We're only about halfway through our shift at the moment. Alright, there's another police issue with the medical. You are good to go there. How we looking here? Alright, the SWAT team guy can actually make his way here. And this is possibly armed, so that's a good... Oh, I missed the call. No. I didn't wait that long. Alright, well, that's on me. That was bad. I don't know how... I thought I had like a second or two to kind of think about the situation. You are heading down that way. What is this? Another epilepsy occurred. Now we need a medical guy in one of these fire trucks, I think. This police car is probably going to be able to get there faster than anybody. Actually, what is this? You know, I'm going to send you there, and I'm going to divert this ambulance up to there, and hope that's going to work out okay. I can't believe I missed the 911 call. That was rough.
If there's any FTO or crude for that gun turning, give us some experience.
All right, you're gonna be able to help with this. Where's my medical guys? Don't you have medical? Guess they're not helping with it right now. Okay, this ambulance is about to be able to turn around and come help this situation, which is just an unconscious person again. So head down that way. I definitely, like I said, need to put some medical on the fire trucks. I can see the need for that right now. Because the fire trucks very rarely have stuff to do. I mean, I could be doing something right now, right? Let's get you over there. What is this? This is a broken bone. You're got those guys arrested. You're going that way. Let's go ahead and put you a little more centrally located because we're going to get something else, I'm sure.
What are the orders? On my way.
All right, this police car, what is this? It's just a car accident. We do have you available, so let's go ahead and head up that way. Here we go. There's a 911 call.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? My stomach hurts really bad.
What's your address, sir?
Okay, we need medical up that way, which is good. I was heading you that direction anyway.
All right, does anything else hurt?
I vomited half an hour ago.
Have you eaten anything unusual lately, sir?
Well, maybe it's because of those mushrooms.
Sir, there's a possibility that you may have eaten poisonous mushrooms. I'm going to send the ambulance immediately.
Oh God, what have I done? Please, get the ambulance here fast.
Alright, so fire truck's heading over here. What is this? This is actually an actual fire. Just a dumpster fire though, so I guess not too dangerous in the general sense. You're making your way up to there. Police cars are okay. I'm going to spread you out a little bit here. Alright, we do have a new incident here. This is a childbirth incident. We've got an ambulance right there ready to go.
113, Lieutenant. 793-37 house, please.
Alright, things are mostly spread out. Still hate that we missed that 911 call. Okay, there we go. This is an actual fire. This is a large fire. We're going to send the fire truck for sure. And then we're obviously going to send the... not you. Oh, this is rough. Okay, we're going to send the police car down that way. Hopefully help with some medical. Once one of these ambulances frees up, we'll be able to send them as well. Alright, so you do have an injured. You're going to the hospital.
Waiting for instructions.
Alright, new incident. This is just a technical job. I'll just send you down there. Okay, everything looks okay. Let's move this police car a little bit more central as well.
Injured on board.
Alright, so you did bring the guy back to the hospital. Okay, interesting. Police car's gonna get there first.
If there's any FTO or crew for that gun turning, give us some experience.
Alright, are you gonna be able to help with the person? You are gonna be helping with the person, which is good. New incident. This is a police incident. We can send a police car over there. Probably speeding. Yeah, red light. That's fine.
113, Lieutenant. That's 1011 on.
Ambulance here is free. Don't know that you'll get there in time. We'll send you that way just in case we need you. I doubt it. These ambulances are going to be free soon anyway. We'll spread these out. Perfect. We'll send you over there to Sharp Tool, Massive Blood Loss. Yeah, that would be good. To send you over there. Let's put you a little bit more centrally located as well. Oop, another incident. I guess we'll send you up there to the other incident. Okay, definitely the Sharp Tool seems more pressing, more triage-y, so we'll send you there first. How are we doing here? You're actually about to be fine. Says he's heavily injured though. Probably will need the ambulance to help.
We need an ambulance here.
Okay, so yeah, the ambulance is going to show up just in time. So they stabilized him at least, which is good. But they will need the ambulance to transport him, so that was a good move, I think. Alright, the shift is actually done. We're just cleaning up these last couple things. Spotted drug overdose. Injured on board there. Everything looks good.
I'm listed right away.
I mean, we got it back up to 73% with that missed call. Really, really frustrated that I missed that call. That's just on me trying to do other things while I'm trying to multitask and just talk at the same time, quite frankly. Alright, fire is actually taking a while to resolve. Looks like the police officers are sort of helping. Although they are getting a little bit injured. Thankfully the firemen themselves are there. Alright, so we did miss this one. That's really rough. But we got positive on everything else. We only missed the one, and that's just on me, just trying to, like I said, multitask. So we got a good number. We actually got a lot of profit this time. So that was pretty good. We did get an injured officer, so we'll have to deal with that. But honestly, we're gonna put a cut in there. I mean, it's a little bit of a long episode. Maybe I could have shrunk it up a little bit, but at the very least, the first episode usually for my series are a little bit longer than the rest. Usually I target around 25-30 minutes for my episodes, so we might shrink up the next ones, or I don't know, we'll play it by ear. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy something like this, just kind of messing around with some other games that I don't normally play. Again, relatively short series when it's all said and done, and then we'll move on to another game. So I do appreciate you guys watching though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.